Bam! What is up with the squad? It's your favorite down team with Uncle Tennessee's in the building. Back like we never left. Mr. Shake My Hand, Robert Man Media still on location. Y'all know what it is. It's the post-game show. It's the post-game show. We got to talk about this, y'all. Asia Wilson's out. Aces collapse versus Sparks. What's really going on in Vegas? Rob, boots on the ground in Vegas right now. James and Flatbush, fam, what's happening? I need y'all coming in the door, hitting the like and the share. Let them know we out here. Let them know we out here. Let them know we out here. Hit the like and the share. They both right there. Rob, you was in the building, man. What's up?
Man, listen. I'm a little frustrated. You know what I'm saying? A little frustrated from the game. I don't feel like the crowd brung it. Just being in the building, I just feel like the energy was down. Becky was loose before the game. Becky was out there dancing pregame, trying to change her ways to do something different, right? But we came out flat. Let's call it what it is. We came out flat. We allowed them to make 5 threes to start out the game. I'm talking about 5 of them things right off the rip. The first 17 out of 15 points was all threes made. And nobody out like they wanted to go out with kids tonight. So just one of them situations where, hey man, they came and they just went to work. And they just beat us. They was on physical. They beat us on the glass, and that's just what it was. And I'm gonna say this: two refs got their paycheck tonight because they made sure they called a lot of goddamn on fouls to make sure it wasn't no chemistry. And then also, man, the thing that really made me mad more than anything was just the stoppage in play and how long it took just to get back to resuming action.
Mm-hmm.
And so, every time the Aces look like they about to get into a groove, we got a long stoppage, we got a replay or something going on that shouldn't be going on. So it was just weird. It was weird. But, we here.
So we ended up losing the game 97-89. At one point, we was down at least 20. We was down at least 20.
I was gonna say the crazy part about it was we was down 20, and we really had 4 to 6 opportunities to tie the game up, being down 6 or less. We had a couple times. We just every time we inch close, we got a foul call or something. But I mean, go ahead, Sid. Go ahead. Because I'm fired up right now about the things.
I'm gonna get into the numbers. I mean, I'm gonna get into the numbers and then just the lack of productivity. The lack of productivity. Joyner Holmes has been signed, so we don't know what Joyner is gonna do. We had a Leah Nye out there for 21 minutes. The rookie looked like a rookie. She wasn't able to get anything going in this game. Dana Evans was out there 9 minutes, didn't give us anything, which was a little surprising. She gave us something on the defensive end. She gave us something against Plum, but she wasn't able to turn anything into offense. What you got?
Offensive wise, she damn near lost us the game. She damn near lost us the game because she took some shots at the end of the game that she shouldn't even taking them shots. She had no rhythm, no nothing, and just took them. And it cost us 2 possessions. But go ahead. I just had to get that off about her.
Yeah, Michelle, a.k.a. 85 Fly, I told you I was coming back with the CC show, And then the post game show around the man media. We
Yeah.
giving you coverage. We talking this through right now. So you're in the building. Okay, so Dana Evans, 9 minutes, 0 points, negative 19 in plus minus. Worst plus minus on the team. Tiffany Mitchell behind her, 3 points, 12 minutes, 1 of 4, 0-2, 25% from the floor. I need more from Tiffany Mitchell.
All right, so pause right there.
I need
Tiff.
more from Tiffany Mitchell. Let's go.
You know why Tiff was a negative on the floor?
Let me know.
Because she turned down wide open shots to drive the ball.
Okay.
You got to shoot the threes. You got to shoot the threes with confidence and let us go get it. If you're not going to shoot threes, it ain't no point in you being on the floor because we spacing, we kick you the ball, and you turn down those shots, and they turn into a lot of turnovers because of the factor of you turn down a wide open shot to drive the ball into the defense where you going into a bunch of 6'3" defenders. Like it made no sense. Take the wide open shot and let us go. Give us the opportunity to go rebound it.
Okay, Kirsten Bell. Kirsten Bell didn't
No
take
cardio.
Okay, no. We play 5 every time to go play the Mamba and Stokes on the floor. Okay, we're going to get to that. We're going to talk about that. Elizabeth Kitley, 2 minutes on the floor. By the time Elizabeth got in there, what did she really do? I don't know. Your thoughts on that real quick.
Kitley. She should have played more. She actually came out first possession with some energy. She picked up a couple fouls on the big. She should have been in the game with her Asia. I don't know what this affection is just to play one big and go super small, but you got to put Kitley in there and let her go to work with Asia.
Well, I mean, at least let her get in there for the Kia Stokes minutes.
Hey, listen, she came out. She wasn't bad on defense. She was solid defensively wise, offensive wise. You know what I'm saying? She was being physical with the bigs, pushing them around. We missed Dana Evans. She took a 3 when she could have passed the ball to Kelly for a wide open layup, but she shot a 35-foot shot for no reason. That was one of the things that frustrated me because we was on the run. And when we was on the run, it's just you had one person take a shot. Then you had Kia Stokes. I got to jump to Kia Stokes right quick, and I'm come back.
Yeah, go ahead.
You had Kia Stokes afraid to go shoot layups. One time she got the ball, she was so wide open, she didn't even know what to do with the basketball. And she at the free throw line. She looked, dialed up grandma, called moms, kissed to the wave, to the crowd, and then drove the ball and then laid it up. And it's like, why does it take you so long to process that you're wide open that you go straight to the rim? You're 6'3". Mm-hmm. Go get fouled. Go get to the free throw line. We need buckets. Not for you just to sit out there offensive wise and look at, man, who can I pass the ball to? Who can I dial up, man? Get to the rim. But go ahead.
So this is what I want to talk about before I go, because that was the bench that we talked about. So I think we said we got three points off the bench. Atrocious, just fucking ridiculous. But I digress. What I want to talk about here is timing of stuff. So here we have a situation. Asia goes out. We had Jordan Holmes sign to the rest of the season hardship contract.
Mm-hmm.
We waived forward Crystal Bradford.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Holmes didn't get to play. I want to talk about timing. Why not waive Crystal? But why not waive Crystal Bradford tomorrow morning and let her play today? So she did the pregame and started her pregame day anyway. At least you would have had another body to try to get out there and get some points. Somebody that could try to create a shot, attack the basket. I don't know your thoughts. Y'all let me know in the chat too. I'm looking at timing, and then we talk about no bench, and then I'm talking about the availability of players and what did we gain by waiving Crystal today versus in the morning. If anybody knows, let me know.
So we already down 2 bigs, right? One for injury, one for pregnancy, right? So you tell me that y'all tell me that we had 3 good practices. This is what y'all said in the press conference. I'm going based off the information that y'all said in the press conference. Y'all said we had 3 good practices. Then why the heck would y'all fire somebody on game day when y'all just came up with 3 great practices? So that means to tell me what you just did at practice, you just wasted a bunch of time. You could have, if you was going to cut her, you should have cut her before them 3 practices. That way she comes in and she's going to at least practice for 2 out of those 3 practices. So whatever y'all built in practice, you can use it in the game. But you just turned around and had 3 practices with Crystal, and then just a cutter on game day. So now we already down a body. And you already know we going against a team with a bunch of bigs.
Very disappointing. I didn't understand it. I didn't understand the move. Okay, so Michelle say you out the building now, Rob. Let's talk Joyner Home now. Let's talk about it. What your thoughts?
We literally just replaced Kia Stokes by 0.3 points, right? 0.3. Because she averages 2.8. Kia Stokes averaged 2.5, right? Kia Stokes averaged 5 rebounds. This girl averaged 2 rebounds. So what did we get better at? What did we get better at, and why would you bring her in?
I don't know much about her. Is she going to be able to play better in this system than Kia Stokes? I don't know, but I don't know her. So y'all tell me about Joyner Holmes. I don't know her. I ain't gonna hold you up. I don't know much about her.
You know why you don't know much about her? Because she don't play that much. That's why you don't know that. That's why you don't know. I'm trying to figure out. I know who agreed upon this. I already know, right? That this was a Drew Lloyd all day long. This was agreement for her so she could feel comfortable because she got somebody from Seattle on the bitch in Vegas. That's what this is about. Nothing more, nothing less.
So is there a 1-2 game that Joyner is going to be able to play with Jewel that we're going to be able to take advantage of?
I don't know. Because guess what? If she scores more than 2 points, she's had a career high. That's how I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, with Drew Lloyd playing with her, she finds a way how to learn how to play back to playing basketball, right? I don't think Drew Lloyd's about to find her rhythm, and she got 3 fouls. Now, granted, I say this. Some of them calls was questionable on both sides. But there was 2 refs in particular, and all they did was call fouls all game long. They wasn't gonna let a rhythm happen in the game, right? Mm-hmm. It's the black ref number 15, and then the bald head ref number 29. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like them 2 refs, I'm gonna say it for the Aces because I know they're afraid to say it. Them 2 refs called fouls all night. The other ref, he was just there, man. He was getting a free paycheck. He wasn't trying to make no calls, but he did call 1 technical foul on the bench because he wasn't trying to hear from the bench. But outside of that, he wasn't trying to blow his whistle. The other 2 refs, they were blowing that thing, and there was some questionable calls like. We got some key blocks and key steals at points, and they call fouls to stop it, to keep the Aces. So it is what it is, because I don't make excuses with the rest. But when you see stuff just flagrantly out there and what they got going on and the calls they were getting, and then you see what Asia's going through offensive wise, and Asia couldn't get them same calls that you call for LA, and it's just that flagrant, you got to call it out. You got to call it out what you see. Because I was in the building. If you, I'm just disgusted of what the W is doing and how they're moving right now. I ain't with this. But I got to call it out because that's what I seen. I know Becky don't want to get fined. Hey man, listen, I'm gonna take the bullet for you. Becky, call out, man. Like some of these things that's happening is just flagrant. They shouldn't even be happening in the game, man. But it's okay. Let's go, sis. What's on your mind?
So let's talk about it. So Becky said the only way I can impact effort is by changing up on the minutes.
Yeah.
So we saw Kia go from 13 minutes against the Valks to 30 minutes against the Aces. Okay. We know what happened with Asia. Asia actually ended up being about the same, even though she went out.
I'm granted. Chelsea, she wouldn't have played in the fourth quarter if Asia was there. I'm gonna say that. She wouldn't have played in the fourth quarter. So she added on 10 minutes because Asia was out. So
she added on about 17 minutes because she played 13 in the Valks game. So even if you're giving her 20, still
it's a plus 7.
Yes. Okay. Now Asia was a +1. Chelsea was a +11. She was hooping. Jewel was a -1. Jackie was a plus 10.
Mm-hmm.
Bradford wasn't there. Bell didn't play. Kidley was -6. Mitchell was -5.
Mm-hmm.
Evans was -9.
Mm-hmm.
Nye was -5.
Mm-hmm. And you know, every time we got,
How does that impact? How does that impact effort?
it
I
doesn't.
think Becky, you got to go and sit somebody down, Rob. I feel like
Who can you play? See, here's the here's the difference. This is what the real issue is.
this is why you should have had Bradford available tonight. I'm sorry, go ahead.
This is why you see what the real issue is, right? We are so small that they're going to have negative numbers unless they're making shots. That's the only way we gonna win. Just look at how many missed threes that we took on the day. We can hit the one side of the rim outside of two people. If you take those two people out, look at how many missed threes we had. Because now it was 0 for 4, right? Lloyd was what, 2 for 6? Then you had Mitchell 0 for 2. Like when you start counting up the missed threes, and these weren't even contested threes. These are wide open threes on the wing in the corner.
I mean, they shot 45.
Flat out misses.
They shot 45 from 3 and 57 from the floor.
No, take out. I know what Young and Gray did.
No. I'm talking about the Sparks. They shot 57% from the floor and 45% from 3.
Yeah, but that's the glaring number, right? They shot 45% from the 3 versus what we shot from the 3.
Oh yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Which was 25%.
So 25%.
But guess what though? The teams made the same number of threes. They both made 9 threes. It's not like LA made a bunch of more threes than we made. We both made 9 threes. But we took 15 more threes than they took to get to our 9.
Yeah. And I'm talking about these are wide open threes. So if you just think about it like this, if you take them 15 threes that we shot, and you take half of those as twos that we them half of them threes that we missed, that we took, we could have just took a layup. You take 7 of those, that's 14 points. We win that game. It's just that simple. We turned down we drove to the basket. We worked so hard to get to the rim, got all the way to the rim to look to pass the ball instead of taking the contact and get the foul, get the and-1. You can't make it up. It's just like, why are we turning down? Like, I could count a number. I could count a couple of times when Kids Toast got the ball. She looked at the rim and said, "Oh no, I can't take that," and looked to pass that thing out. Tiffany had a wide open layup, looked to pass that thing out. It's like, come on, man. Like, this is losing basketball. But listen, if we ain't gonna play no defense, we might as well try to outscore people and put the pressure on people that way and make people have to score, because guess what? LA put us back in the game, and they just gonna give you the game. They about to get it to you. And when Chelsea Gray and Jackie Young decided, hey man, it's just gonna be us two, we finna go get it. We finna go get this out the mud and bring us back, go win. We start making a comeback until all out. You get Dylan Evans, go take a shot for no reason. It's like, what are we doing?
So you were in the building. What did you see that? Why can't Nye knock down the threes consistently in the regular season that we saw, as we saw in that heater in the preseason?
She's wide open. It's like, there's no. You're wide open, and you're not even shooting over nobody. You're wide open. Now, what I would say to her shot looked flat as hell in the building. Maybe I don't know what was going on, but when she shot the ball on her threes tonight, that ball looked super flat. Like it wasn't connected, but it looked a little flat.
Mm-hmm.
And Jackie Young got a flat shot. So if I'm saying it's flat and your shot looks flatter than Jackie Young and she shoots a flat 3, you know something was off.
Hey, Rakia came out on the straight heater. We did not meet our energy with no defense for stopping any of them threes in that first quarter. Rakia came out like,
hey,
I'm here.
Rakia had a good warm-up though. Pre-game. She was locked in, she was in the zone.
Right.
went.
We watched ours. Asia was hitting from everywhere. We looked good. Becky was out there dancing. We was like, okay, we got good energy. We moving. Everybody came out, had good pregame.
But listen, didn't I tell you Jackie Young was gonna hit 2 threes? When you asked me that, and then you see Chelsea Gray, you say, "Hey man, I gotta make a ticket." And I said, "Hey, Chelsea look like she on one of those, and she hitting from the top of the key. Where's she hitting the threes from? The top of the key."
Exactly.
So it's like what they did for some players, what you seen them do in workouts before the game, that happened. I don't know what the hell the other people's doing. Can't tell you. Some people are like they didn't even go through a pre-workout before the game.
Man, the first quarter slow start didn't help. We got to overcome the slow start. And I thought that's what Jewel was supposed to do. Was to help overcome the slow start. But I mean, y'all asked me before, do we miss Kelsey Plum? And I said no, but we do. And it ain't even the scoring. It's the energy.
All right, so Cess.
Yeah.
Tonight's slow start, right? When you come out and you miss like 3 threes in a row, you start to get a little demoralized.
Stop shooting a 3.
Thank you, right? So here's what it took, right? This is why I get on Jackie Young, right? She waited till Odyssey Sims got in her face and got the barking at her to say, you know what? Let me turn up. Let me show you who I am. Let me reintroduce myself. My name is what? That was she was on. But exactly. it shouldn't have took for Odyssey Sims to get up in your face and get to talking reckless for you to start turning up like that. That
you would hope not. You would hope not.
But that's what happened though.
You would hope not. But
at the same time, it's like, all right, out of the first 3 possessions, you get Drew Lloyd 2 wide open threes on the wing with nobody around her 10 feet away from her is the closest person. You got to knock those down.
I mean, we saw some shots that everybody had to knock down. I agree.
But then on top of that, right? What was the real game plan? Asia had 1 point for majority of that first quarter. So we weren't even looking to get Asia involved. So it goes to the point of like, man, listen, what is the game plan? What are we really trying to do to get going? So if we're gonna start the game off, right, let's have a game plan. Who we trying to go to and what matchup we trying to take advantage of. And that's the reason why. Hey, LA had a game plan. Hey man, we finna get Rakia Jackson started in this. Because we know what Hamby gonna do. Hamby always has a good game against LA.
Against Vegas.
I mean against Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Stevenson, for some reason, always has a good game against Vegas. I said this pre-game before this even happened. I said them two gonna always for some reason when they see Vegas, they just turn up. They go to a different level. They start doing automatic experience stuff, right?
Of course. I
said
one of the teams to beat.
Listen, I said Plum was gonna drop for 30. Plum was like, shit, I'm about to pass this thing, man. Let me pass this thing to Rakia. She finna get it popping.
Oh yeah.
And Rakia came out and knocked down 4 straight threes in a row. And we waited till she knocked down the 4th 3 to call a timeout. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, what you waiting until she hit 4 threes in a row?
Mm-hmm.
We went to a zone. She knocked down the 3. We came back out the zone. Right? But it's like, man, come on. We got to do better defensively, man. The defensive energy was missing. And because the defensive energy was missing, it caused us to go down. When we turned up the defense, we went on a run and we got back in the game real fast from that 20 points.
We did. And then we got right out of the game. That's what's disappointing. That's what's frustrating. That's the Becky. Who are you? That's the Becky. Who are you? Because where's the adjustment? I don't even care about the adjustment. I don't even care about the adjustment. See, I'm old school. You know what I'm waiting on? I'm waiting on that timeout where she huddle them up and say, shoot another 3. And see if I don't sit everybody now. Shoot another 3. And see if I don't sit everybody now. Because y'all shooting 3s that y'all don't have to shoot. Get 3 the old-fashioned way. Get an and one. See, take a time out to tell somebody that at least.
Hey, Cess.
Yeah.
What did I tell you as the game was going on? Who did I tell you was coaching? You talking about Becky. Who did I tell you was coaching? No. Not for the LA, for the Aces. Who did I tell you was coaching?
Said Chelsea. You said Chelsea was coaching.
Okay. So Becky wasn't saying nothing for real. If you want to be honest, in the building, she wasn't saying nothing. Hey, Chelsea was the one. Hey man, check her in the game, man. What we doing? Why does your players have to tell you to go check somebody in? You should already know. Hey man, hey, listen. At this point in the season, you should already know when you checking in. It don't matter what's going on in the game. You know you coming in at this point in the game. Why you not at the scoreboard?
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea had to come over there and say, hey man, the game plan was for her to come in. Why she not in the game?
And we 10 games in. We 10 games in.
So now, everybody ain't even on the same game plan. Everybody ain't even read off the piece of paper what the minute's supposed to look like. How does Chelsea know who's supposed to be in the game at that point if she the only person read the game plan?
Hey, I mean, that's why she's the point guard. Can we get Asia a legit backup? Either a point power forward or a center. Ace's front office got to do better. So that's what Holmes is, right? Oh no, Gustafsson is Asia's real backup.
Yeah, she is. But what I'm feeling, hey, listen, man, Cheyenne, go ahead. Let's go ahead and have a C-section. Let's go ahead and have this baby right quick, man. Let's get this out the way, man. I'm sorry.
How you gonna rush the baby? Yeah, man, you can't. Man, you can't. I'm cutting the camera off on you. You can't rush this woman. Oh God, you gonna get us sued again? You gonna have us in the... See, this is how we get in lawsuits. People like you making decisions. Get him out the room in the negotiations.
Hey man, listen,
man, what?
Hey, Aces, I ain't gonna hold y'all.
Right, Michelle. Live Fevers.
Hey, listen, do y'all need me to come be the GM? Cause I love to come be the Aces GM right quick. I get this thing popping real fast. Hey, listen, I ain't bringing in no yes people. I'm bringing in some straight dogs that's gonna help y'all win. Cause right now we need some dogs in the locker room. That's what we need, man. We need some dogs in there. Hey man, I ain't trying to get sued, man.
Yo, you gonna get us sued. You gonna get us sued. Hey, and you're right. But I hope that what you saying, Michelle, ain't true. I hope that the Sparks don't turn back into a pumpkin. I want Rakia to stay on the heater for a minute because she been that hooper and she needs to remind people.
But
she been that hooper. So I need for her to figure out this thing with the Aces. I mean with the Sparks. But I'm concerned that because Odyssey didn't score, that when Odyssey gets back into the scoring, it's gonna turn Rakia off. I need for them to figure out how to make it go together.
No, you need the game plan that came up with tonight, right? Get Rakia going. When Rakia going, you know what I'm saying? That team just looks different. Odyssey Sims just be a natural point guard, pass that thing, get it, you know what I'm saying? Let Plum run the offense. You go do what you need to do. You got Hamby for the pick and pop. You got Stevenson for the pick and roll, pick and pop. Like, man, they good. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like LA, like. So here's a crazy thing about it, right? We 4-4, right? Or 4-5, right? We played 9 games, right? Do you know LA's played four more games than us? Like, that's the crazy part about it is we're still trying to figure this out 9 games into the season, and LA's already played 12 games, 13 games so far. So they should be figuring out a pattern. They should be figuring out a situation, what they look like, right? Versus we're still trying to figure out, like we're fighting the injury piece right now. How do we get healthy? How do we win games and we're not healthy? So they should be a little bit better. What was the question? Rob tells us about these new assistants on the bench. What assistants? Do we got assistants? Because they obviously wasn't coaching tonight. Nah, I'll say that the taller, the gentleman, I forgot what his name is, on the Aces bench. He was semi trying to tell some people something. The lady that's been there, who's the head assistant, has been there with the Aces for a while. I don't know if she has any value on the bench anymore. And I want to tread lightly around that because I respect coaches. I respect, assistant coaches as well, head coaches and assistant coaches. But I'm starting really like question like Becky's assistants, like what kind of value y'all bringing to the table? and I'm just being honest. This is just me talking. I'm just really trying to figure out what value they're bringing. I think they got the right player development coach for John Lucas concerned, but he's also an offensive development coach, so he's going to help offensive wise. I don't know how it helps defensive wise because they don't have a defensive coach on the roster, right? With a defensive mindset. Now Becky wants to play off the defensive end and live by the defensive end, but the principles and just the assignments that's going on right now it's not matching up. We got some work to do. Assistant coaches wise, they gotta. It's time for them to put they big girl pants on, they big boy pants on, and trying to go shoot and boot, man, and reboot this thing, right? Because seeing the Aces lose back to back is something that's ain't acceptable. We don't really see that a lot. So something got to give, right? And it starts with the coaching staff. The coaching staff got to figure some things out, but also, how many more games are we gonna keep playing small until we realize that it ain't gonna work the way it's gonna work? And I'm to the point right now, I don't want to see Tiffany Mitchell at the freaking 4 no more. I just don't. I'm that project is over with.
Where you want to see her at?
She needs to play the 3.
Okay.
She needs to play the 3.
Who would y'all bring to the Aces if y'all could? Free agent, player, or a trade?
Listen, do you realize every time that she plays the 4, all they do is put her in pick and roll situations and they get a layup?
Too small.
She's just too small. I listen, I'm not even trying to compare this, but it's kind of like Owen Weldy from Chicago. Her and Tiff are pretty much in the same situation.
Okay.
They're both too small to play the 4, but their games translate to play the 4, but they're not good enough defensively to play the 4 because everybody just keeps throwing the ball into the post on them. They need to play the wing. The problem is neither one of the teams have a bag of 4 for them to play in the game for them to be successful. So they have to play the 4. And they both don't shoot the 3 well. And every time they do get a wide open 3, they're driving the ball on the defender instead of shooting a wide open shot and allowing you to go rebound it. They're taking away those opportunities because they're turning down wide open shots. It just looks the same. I just got to be fair-minded. I got to call it. I know it's a game card, but that's just an assessment of what I see.
We got to put her in a position to be successful.
Yeah.
You got to be able to put her in a position to be successful. Who would you bring to the Aces if you could?
I mean, I would, like I said, I would have, before Golden State even got an opportunity to go get area pals, I would have, that was going to be that's what I would have, when it got, because she's a swift army knight, right? She can defend, she can get you into the offense, she can be a point forward, she can do a lot of different things that can cover up for a lot of different people. And she's going to play with energy, right? The one area what I said we missing, we don't have an energy player. And the one person that had a little bit of energy, already took her away. So now, who is that person going to manufacture energy?
I don't know. I would have liked to see Letitia and me here in here. It may not have been possible though after she had her performance that she had at Golden State. The plan might have always been to bring her back. Off the bench, I wouldn't have mind seeing a rookie like a Quinterly. I wouldn't mind seeing like a Quinterly come off the bench. One of the. I want to give the people that are there a chance, right? So I want to give Parker Tyus a chance to come in and see what she can do.
Oh, that's fine.
I want to see what now we got.
So here's the thing.
Holmes here, so let's see what Holmes can do.
If I was gonna cut Crystal, I would have went and got a Madison Scott, or I would have went and got a Bree Hall, a bigger wing, because we still have an issue on the wing. Like we can kind of cover. So and this is why I'm saying this: if Kia Stokes plays the 5, and we can go get a wing that can shoot or do something off the dribble, we'll be fine. So that we can work with that. But when we still got the same issue. Even though we bring in Joyner, we still got the same issue. Like, we still, because all they're going to do, here's what they're going to do. Now you take AJ up to 4, you're going to put Joyner in there. She's still not going to play with another big. We're still going to play small. At least if you would have brought a wing in, you would have forced Becky to have to play Kitley. You would have had to play Kitley and Stokes together, or AJ and Kitley together. You would have forced her to have to do that. Now what you did by bringing Joyner in is, hey, we're just going to stay small.
We're going to see. I hope we're not done bringing people. I hope we're not done. But
we can't bring nobody else in.
We don't have anybody going to Eurobasket, right?
I wish we did.
I was gonna say maybe we got a chance to bring some people in that way, with the Eurobasket
I
move.
wish
But
we did.
I don't think we got anybody going to Eurobasket. Can anybody go? Somebody pick somebody up for Eurobasket.
No, you can't. I mean, the only person that could have went is Megan, but she already out. So it does us no good because anybody that could have went.
Yeah. Let me see. So Rakia said she never followed since AAU. She's never followed any of her teams. So I don't know. When people was like she stopped following the Sparks. She said she's never followed any of her teams. So I don't know. I don't think we'll see that added. You said we didn't have a defensive coach.
Yeah, we don't.
That would explain a lot. AP had that moment with Jackie last year.
We do not have a defensive assistant coach on the bench that understands the assignment. We don't. We had one last year, right? But we was just a step slow, but we don't got one.
When is Megan supposed to be back?
Probably after the All-Star game.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, if you want me to be honest, they're not rushing her to get back. She out there walking around with the sundress on, man. She ain't thinking about coming back right now.
It sounds like.
But I'll tell you this.
I'm match up with Atlanta? You think so?
But I'm gonna tell you this though. We're playing the long game. If you keep hearing me say we're playing the long game, we truly are playing the long game. Like tonight is one of those situations where you can understand that they're playing the long game. That's why they're not really making moves right now. But we should be, hey man, let's make a trade, right? How do we trade then? How do we trade Evans for anything? Just give me somebody with some size, or just get off her contract and send it to her, or we don't come back with a guaranteed contract so we can just cut that person and add somebody to the roster. But some way, somehow, we got to somebody got to go in the rotation at the guard spot.
You know what's crazy? Dana Evans, you're not calling Dana Evans now because she's not playing okay. She's got to go because of size.
Yeah,
she's just too small when she gets out there. Like last year, it was like, yo, what are you doing? Dribbling ass Dana, you're doing too much. That's not the issue this year. Like she's had all of the heart, all of the fight. She's been trying to attack in the paint. She's been trying to do what she can. She's just too small for what it is that we need her to do for the role that we're asking her to step in.
I'll say this: she's a year late. If we would have got her last year with Tiff, with Tip on the team, that'd have been perfect. That'd have been perfect as our backcourt, right? Coming off the bench. The problem is we don't got nothing. Like she's a miniature guard, and unless it's a plum, like her against plum works perfect, right? Defensively, it works perfect. Offensive wise, figure it out. But you got to realize when they put in plum, she got to go with Rakia Jackson if it's a switch.
Didn't Rakia hit her with the too small?
Yeah, with the too small because that's what's gonna be. That's what's gonna happen. Man, we just gonna switch this.
It was worse than a mouse in the house too when she took her down there. It looked all 6'2" down there too.
It was like a mouse in the house at the free throw line too, man. Man, watch out, man. Let me just shoot over you. Watch this, man. Move around.
Yeah, so she's just too small for what it is that we need her to do.
I mean, but just think. All right, so Cess, I just want you to look at this situation, right? We got Chelsea Gray at the 4. How tall is Chelsea Gray?
Oh, let me go back. What is Chelsea like? 5'11"? Is Chelsea that tall? Hold on, don't make
she about 5'10". She about 5'10". I'm gonna give she about 5'10". I mean, in person, yeah.
She 5'11". They say 5'11" on the height.
Okay. Man, she 5'10". You know, they always boost it up. All right, she 5'10".
No, they say that, but they also say that Chelsea and Jewel are the same height. Did it look like that for you?
Come on now, let's be real.
On this piece of paperwork, that's what it say.
Hold on.
You know what?
I
Matter of fact,
got the information right here. I got the information right here. Let me act like I don't got the information.
The paperwork here say Jewel Lloyd 5 pounds heavier than Chelsea in the same height.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Okay, well, I'll just tell you what this paperwork.
Yeah. So they do got both of them 5'11". Drew Lloyd's not 5'11". Nah, I'm just gonna keep it at a buck. And Chelsea Gray's not 5'11". Like, I'm just gonna tell you what it is, right? I'm 6 foot, and I'm telling you what what it is. But all right, so listen. This is how you know. All right, so check this out. You got Chelsea Gray. Let's just go off whatever they say their height is, right? We got 5'11", right? So that wasn't even the lineup that was in. We had Chelsea Gray at 5'11". It says 6 foot. That ain't it.
No, it say it do.
Bro, this nasty work what they doing, right? Danny Evans 5'6". Danny Evans is like 5'4". But she 5'6" in this joint, right? All right, so and then we had what's Jackie Young? What's Young at?
Hey, Flatbush, you say Chelsea always look hunched over? Not when I was looking at her in the
not pregame.
Not when I was looking at her pregame.
Not pregame.
Pregame, Chelsea looks slim and fit. I ain't gonna hold you.
I don't know what she gonna do before the game. It's like she put on a whole bodysuit. She looks so different during game time than she doing she doing pregame workouts. Pregame workouts, she looks so slim. She like, hey man, you finna get this work. Then she go back and she put a uniform on. It's like, man, damn, what you gonna get a body by somebody?
I don't know what else. I don't know what kind of what she put on up under her uniform or whatever. What kind of
she looked way more. She like she gained 20 pounds.
Whatever she put on up under, but when we was looking at her in pregame, I'm telling you, when I said, is that who I said? I said, is that Jackie Young? Who I said? I thought it was Jewel Lloyd. I said,
you asked if it was Drew Lloyd, then you asked was it Dana? Like, no, that's
Chelsea. I said, man, she looks small as hell.
Yeah.
Go back to the line. She looks small as hell.
All right, so peep this, right? So we got 5'11", 5'6", 6 foot, and then we had that Kia Stokes at 6'3". That's the lineup that we ran out there, right? So what did LA do? You know what they did? Hey man, we gonna put 6'6", 6'6", 5'8", 6'2", and another 6 foot wing out there. Make this make sense? Like, we have one big on the floor that's 6'3", and they got two bigs on the floor that's 6'6". It's like, man, how do we supposed to win in that type of situation where we don't even have the necessary pieces? So, like, now I know that this is lying, right? I know that this is not true because you can't tell me that they 6 foot and then Kristen Bell is 6'1". Somebody lying. Like, all right, so peep this. I'm gonna give you the real height, right? Let me just break this down. It says Jackie Young is 6 foot. Jackie Young's not 6 foot. Jackie Young is 5'10", right? Gray, it says she's 5'11". She's really 5'8" and a quarter, 5'9". Drew Lloyd is more on the manager, 5'8". But when you put on tennis shoes, you get that 2 or 3 inches. You know what I'm saying? Depending on your shoe brand that you wearing, you might get an extra 5. Danica Evans is not 5'6". She 5'3". So let's just get some things in order. So when we going across the board, right? Even with whatever they say that these numbers are, four of the 5 people that we got on the floor is under 6 feet, and then everybody we going against is above 6 feet, outside of 1 or 2 people. What are we supposed to do across the board?
But so here's the thing though, because the plan. Let's say that the height is as listed, right?
Yeah.
As a healthy team, Becky would have an option of putting 6'6", 6'4", 6'4" on the floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
She would have the option of putting 6'6", 6'4", 6'3" on the floor, right?
Yeah.
With a 6 foot guard and another 6 foot guard in 9, right?
Yeah.
Or a 6 foot guard in Jackie and a 5'11" guard in a Chelsea or a Jewel, right? Give you a lot. That sounds a lot bigger than what we got right now without us being healthy. And then what's Gustafsson? Also 6'4". So you could go 6'6", 6'4", 6'4" with like Wilson and Parker Tyus, or with Wilson, Parker Tyus.
I
You know.
London
So
Jones is not what they list her as. She's shorter than that. It's like, I'm trying to tell y'all, man, what they list on these spots, y'all gotta realize they listed them with shoes on and not with shoes on. Like, if you go up and you go stand next to these people, like, she ain't that tall. Like, in person versus what they list on them, they're always gonna list a person taller than what they are in real life. Like, that's just what they do. Until you go stand up next to them, you're like, oh, that ain't real.
the height stats consistent with college, so they might just be. Oh no, they do the same thing in college.
They do the same exact thing in college. Like, y'all not know how this work? Like,
some of these folks is what they listed. Some of them just ain't. They just ain't. Sparks got 3 players shorter than 6 feet. What's up, MJ Lover in the building? Rakia dropped 30 points on the Aces head. And Rakia put in work. Been that hooper. Single-handedly smacked me tonight in fantasy league. I ain't even looked at the score. I had Rakia tonight. I had Wheeler at work tonight. Who else was at work?
man, listen. Cess.
They not wearing the same shoes with the same exact height enhancements from college.
Whatever you want to call whatever you want to call it. It's like, all right, so here's the thing that gets us in trouble, right? We go super small, people just punish us in the paint and punish us on the glass, right? So what are we? The only thing that we can combine that with is making shots, right? Making threes.
Who's the knockdown 3-point shooter on the team?
How many threes we got to make to win the game? That's the question.
Who's the knockdown 3-point shooter on the team?
The only knockdown shooter. Well, we only got one right now. But if you want to take statistics wise, it's Drew Lloyd and it's not. But after tonight, Chelsea Gray might be shooting the highest percentage from the three.
Oh, that's a good point.
Chelsea Gray shot over 60% from the 3 tonight. So, I'm just, Tries to update. I don't know if the stats updated from tonight, but I mean, if you talk about statistics, when you look at statistics, it don't look bad.
Well, I mean, if we just go stat wise, the player with the best 3-point shooting percentage would be Dana. How many she took though? Right?
Yeah.
Behind her is Chelsea. Behind her is Jewel. Then Nye. Then Jackie.
But those stats gonna change though, because Chelsea's gonna go up. Gray's gonna go. I mean, Chelsea's gonna go up. Evans is gonna go down because Evans missed.
Chelsea shooting 42.4% from 3 right now,
and she just shot 60% tonight. So I know that's gonna go up.
Listen. 5 from 3. 5 from 3.
Man, come on, man.
He's so serious. 5 from 3. London. 5 from 3.
All right, so I mean,
you was in the building. You was in the building.
Yeah.
What did you get from being in the building? What did you get to see in the building, or get to feel by being in the building that we just didn't see? I mean, did they look like a team? Was they huddled up? Was they high fiving? Was it good energy? Was it? Because on the thing, it looked like everybody go to their own separate cars when they walk out the locker room. Like, do y'all call each other? Is there a group chat? It looked off tonight for me. I don't know. That's just what it was like to me. You let me know.
Honestly, like, it was disappointing. And the reason why I say it was disappointing is because of the fact that, like, when you see, like, before tip off, you see Becky lose, you see her dancing, you see her mentally engaged, and then we just come out that flat. It's kind of like, man, what was we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the turnoff, right? Somebody, I just feel like they don't really agree with whatever the assistant coaches are telling them or whatever the game plan is. I don't know if it's just not a buy-in for her. In that situation.
Buy in the game plan, buy into leadership. Assistant
Yeah,
coach is not connecting. What is it that you? What is it that you seeing?
it's I seen a lot of things. A lot of things put it looked discouraging. It looked like something got to give. And overall experience, right? The atmosphere in the building out of 10 was like a 3.5. Like overall, like atmosphere, the crowd, and it just like it didn't. It's like, man, it didn't feel like a basketball game for a while. It didn't feel like a basketball game, right? Well, maybe because we were down 20, right? they kind of played a part, but also you just didn't feel like that. It would just felt flat in the building.
The
Overall,
energy just never got going. Okay,
yeah, it just
okay,
felt flat,
okay.
and it started to get better as Jackie Young, as Gray started to hit shots. Um, I mean, there was some people in the building that was frustrated with Lloyd. I mean, she missed her first couple shots. They was a little frustrated with that, but overall, from like just walk around talking to fans and stuff like that, before the game, they were kind of upset with Becky. Like they was kind of upset with Becky. I gotta say, I gotta call it how it was. What when people talking to people, they was kind of upset with the direction of the team and the job she's doing so far this year. So, but like I told people, man, we got to get healthy. Like, I mean, it's hard to judge when you're not fully healthy. And it's one thing if like we had some injuries at the guard spot, I think you kind of get away with it. But when you got your injuries at the big spot, man, that's hard to come over unless you got some scrappy guards that want to come and rebound. So, it's weird.
Yeah, you say when you go visit, it's always packed. Yeah, low energy, low energy. It never got going how I thought. So, we had 2 losses in a row to Golden State and the Sparks, 2 teams that we should have been we should have been able to beat. I mean, we weren't in those games.
I won't hold you. There was a lot of empty seats in the building. It was a lot
I
of
believe
empty
it.
seats.
I believe it. It was it was a 7 o'clock game, so it wasn't like it was a midday
I,
game or anything. But
no, it was a lot of empty seats off the fact that like people are pissed at Becky. Like
yeah, people didn't want. Yeah, seven
they showed
o'clock
their
game. I'm
frustration.
not
Yeah.
7 o'clock game. I'm not finna go through what all of that to get there for no 7 o'clock game for this Las Vegas Aces versus 2 years ago. You in that building early. You pregame. But we got a game coming up on Dallas, potentially without Asia. We don't know, right?
Man.
What do you think about us with Dallas coming in the building?
Hey Paige, how much do you want to score? How many points you want to score?
Paige dropped 35 tonight.
Hey, it's just Paige. I mean, Paige can drop another 35. Enrique gonna be Enrique, and if
Oh
Enrique
yeah.
keep being Enrique, good luck. Hey, so I'll ask you this, right? And this is no, I ain't even trying to be funny about this. But what if Enrique was on the Aces instead of Drew Lloyd? How would you feel about this team?
I don't know. I would have to see it.
I say this team looks a lot different.
It looked different. I don't know how I feel about it though. I would have to really see that on the floor.
And the reason why I say this, because of how aggressive Enrique does. Now, one thing in order that you have to do is understand team basketball and move that thing. But the most glaring thing to me is that, like, in the first quarter, we actually was moving the ball. We just missed shots. And as over time, we stopped passing the ball because it was started getting demoralizing because we kept missing shots. And we're trying to play the right basketball and pass the basketball to the person that's open to the point of, like, they're missing shots and they're just getting demoralized. And then you look up and be like, hey, man, AJ Wilson ain't scored yet. So now you got to start to get Asia Wilson in the game. Now, when she does get a touch and she gets hacked or she gets fouled and the refs don't call it, now she's frustrated. So now is what do you do, right? So now you're hoping that a Young starts to get it going, a Chelsea Gray starts to get it going, and that's pretty much how the game plan went, right? And then they came out in the third quarter like, hey, man, Asia got 5 points at halftime. Guess what? They made a certain effort to get her the ball. And she had, 13 points by the end of the game because she got hurt. So she probably would have got her 20. But it's the game plan of the notion of who we going to run offense for at the beginning of the game. It's the question mark, right? And so my question to you is, which person on the Aces do we need to get going first for us to be successful?
Probably Asia. She the only one that's consistent. Like Jo, to me, Jo has the ball in her hand, so you don't get Jo going. Jewel, I don't have time to try to figure out if I can get you going. You have to show me something. She has to go in. I'm not sold on Jewel, right? I feel like more than getting somebody going is shaking up the lineup, and it's probably putting Jewel on the bench. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it. And you know what it is? It could be that I just watched the Jewel Lloyd podcast today.
Yeah, I was just gonna hit you with
that. I'm real biased on Jewel because of everything that I heard, right? Everything that I heard in the podcast. So it may be that I'm being just a little. I'm come back to me tomorrow on that one. I'm gonna come back on that one because I want to be fair. I want to be fair to Jewel, and I don't want that to cloud my judgment. So I say that.
I'll say this to the standpoint. I don't think. I think they're gonna force Becky Hand to make a switch in the starting lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Whether she wants to or not, because one of the things about Becky, she's gonna be stubborn about the starting lineup. So somebody has to get hurt for her to change the starting lineup. But when you looked at tonight and you got 3 freaking points from off the bench, somebody's gonna go to the bench. It's gotta either Drew Lloyd or Kia Stokes. One of the two about to go to the bench. They gotta change something, right? Because hey man, if you keep constantly doing the same thing over and over again and you keep getting the same results, how many L's is it gonna take before you realize, hey, I gotta change this? And so tonight, right, you went with the pattern of, hey, we're gonna bring Nia first person off the bench. I think they understand that they can't bring Dana Evans as the first person off the bench. I think they figured that part out. And Kia and Nia is the first person off the bench. But if Nia's not making an impact and knocking down shots, what's the point of her being on the floor?
Yeah, I think it's a move that got to be made. So, put a trade together.
It does, but the thing about it is, man,
because even when I'm looking at saying put Jewel on the bench, who would I start? I guess I'll have to start Nia.
Yeah, but here's the biggest thing. Like you're asking for a trade with no GM. So now, what are we really trying to get? Now there's some teams that you can call that's got some veterans that ain't doing that would love to be on the Aces. They can make this team better. You know a player I wouldn't mind seeing on this team though? That like I wouldn't mind trading Jude Lloyd for Marina Mayberry. I wouldn't mind making that trade. Because she's a bigger guard. She's a solid defender. She's gonna move the ball. And then they're gonna check her attitude. They're gonna check her attitude in Aces. Yeah, I said it.
Let me tell you this. I said this.
Let
me tell you this. The Sanaya Rivers, Marina Mayberry lives are the lives that I didn't know I needed in my life, bro. Don't try to interrupt that. That don't have nothing to do with basketball. It don't have. My woe has nothing at all to do basketball. My bad. Hey, listen, if y'all not watching Marina and River on live, y'all are missing 7 chuckles that you can have in the day for free. Do you hear me? They are hilarious to me. Them two together, man, I'm having a good time.
Yeah,
So
no.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. The contracts are kind of the same.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just looking around the league as far as contracts because you got to have somebody with that kind of contract for Jude Lloyd to make it happen, right? So you can make that deal. Or
to Connecticut though, whew, I don't know.
Or I mean, you keep Drew Lloyd on the team. You find a way to trade Denner Evans, guaranteed contract to somebody. I don't know who would take that on. I mean, any smart person wouldn't. So there's that. I mean, how many real pieces do you got to trade? I mean, at the end, you got to find a way to get rid of somebody. And so what that looks like, right? We don't like drafting nobody anyway. So you might as well trade a number 1 pick and pick a player and get rid of them and try to go get somebody.
Is Breezy already overseas? Breezy's getting ready to play 3-on-3 ball. I don't know that she left. I don't remember where it's at.
But I mean, we got some. It's some tweaks that need to be made. So I just don't know how do we make these tweaks against Dallas. Because
can we beat Dallas if Asia's out?
Man, no, I don't see that one happening. Unless here's the thing. Let me take that back. It can happen if you let Kia Stokes, sit on the bench and let Kelly ball. And then that means Jordan has to play. So it can happen, but what version? So this is the version that has to happen, right? JO has to come out aggressive. And then the situation that you run into is who the heck is guarding Paige?
Yeah.
like you
can tell from the video Paige ain't doing nothing but hooping. Go to bed. Paige is like on Popeye. Lights out. Cut it out. Cut the lights out. It's time to go to bed.
But listen, Paige told them, man, go take y'all butt to sleep because she already knew what time it was, man. She trying to win. Y'all still in the pool, drinking, on live, just tripping.
Did you see him drinking? I never see him drinking. I'm
gonna say allegedly. Allegedly. I ain't gonna
because I didn't say allegedly. All I saw was people in the pool and people saying go to bed. Enrique said go to bed. Paige said go to bed.
I'm gonna say allegedly.
Yeah, hell yeah. We the goddamn Asians. This is bad, man. Yes, I'm asking. Without Asia, we ain't aces, man. We jokers. Until we prove otherwise.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna say allegedly.
We gotta stand up.
I'm not gonna say no. I'm just gonna say allegedly in that situation. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that's a lot to deal with. With no Asia.
Hey, listen. With no Asia, man, it's a lot. We already question marks with Asia, and then you take Asia off the floor.
Man, it's J.O., Chelsea, and the Jokers.
Yeah, man. Like
it's J.O., Chelsea, and the Jokers. Without Asia out there,
you got to make a lot of threes. Like with Asia in the game being a home game, I like our chances because you got, and this is why I think she's gonna end up playing. And that's why she came out the game. I think if she finished that game, they would have put her in concussion protocol, and so they would have forced her to miss the next 2 games, which have been 2 home games. So with her coming out the game earlier than what she, because she didn't want, like she checked herself out the game. It wasn't like they took her out the game. So because she checked herself out the game, they're gonna try to find a way for her to be able to play Friday, unless something majorly happens.
They said she left with a head injury. Becky said she was bleeding. She going to the doctor tomorrow and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Tell us, AB. You know what it is.
Yeah. So that's what I'll say in that situation. But Dejanay and what's that? Yeah, they was turned up, man. They weren't thinking about no game the next day. They wasn't thinking about playing against AT. They wasn't thinking about none of that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I gotta give credit where credit is due. Dallas did. Hey, you know what? You know what Dallas did? they benched Smith. They benched Alyssa. And
It didn't help them.
It didn't help. No, I listen. The person that came in
Nosebleed. She
was
had a
putting in
nosebleed.
work. Yeah. She was putting in work though. The person that replaced Alyssa, she was putting in work though.
I'm just saying. I mean, they lost by 13.
Listen, it didn't help because you had too many people out partying. You know what I'm saying?
Who did they put in? I gotta go. I'm finna go watch this game. I gotta see who they put in because off their bench they got 11 points. 4 from Alyssa, 3 from Maddie, and 4 from Quinterly.
I know the starting center is who replaced Alyssa. She had 10 and what? 10
because that's right. Because Big T gone.
Yeah.
So you talking about Louisa? Louisa gave him 10 points. I got you.
Yeah, but she gave him more than what Smith was giving him.
Yeah. I got you now.
So I mean, it was an upgrade to the starting lineup. It's just now you ain't got nothing on the bench. So, right.
Yeah. So that was nice work.
Yeah, Big T said, man, give me about this joint, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, y'all finna move around. Y'all finna learn today. Y'all thought y'all about to bench me? Shit, watch this.
I didn't know she was gone that quick.
Who?
Big T.
Oh, Big T had enough of them. When the last game, they didn't really play her. Oh, they had enough of her. Yeah, she was hey, man, shake my hand, move around. I'm going to show you how this work out.
She said she's going to break out. MJ, you got to give her a minute. She's going to break out. Give her some more time still.
Hey, listen.
Chat y'all. Run them likes up.
Hey, Big T finna look different over there on Eurobasket. She finna be getting buckets. She ain't finna be complaining because she get to play physical. Man, she like, yeah, man, go ahead and give me a part of her, man. Move around.
I'm finna find out.
So, yeah,
Charlie, man, appreciate that support. Hold on, fam.
So looking at the, oh shit.
On location, baby. We appreciate the support. Let's go.
Yeah. So looking at everything, right? I'm saying the first 10 games on a scale of 1 to 10. What is your panic meter at for the Aces?
Oh, panic meter. Yeah, I'm not at a panic yet. No, I'm not at a panic. For me, I'm not gonna panic until I see us get healthy and see what we do.
She said 7. That is crazy.
Yeah, I'm not at a panic yet. Yeah.
We got
not at a panic.
We got 2 Michelles in this thing right now.
Yeah, Michelle Harley and Michelle, aka 85 Fly, and then there's another just Michelle that comes in here sometimes. Sometimes 3 Michelles in here.
Y'all in this thing with us, man, late night. So I was at a 3.5. I'm at a 4 right now. All right. That's what I'll say. Listen, tonight was a weird night though, across the board in basketball. Indiana beat the Thunder. The Aces. Dallas lost, which I expected that, but then Seattle beat Minnesota. So. But hey, let's get final thoughts, man. Let's get up out of this thing because I want to go rewatch this Dallas game right quick. I want to go rewatch this.
Oh, I don't know if Holmes is good. We're gonna find out together. I didn't watch Holmes. I don't remember Holmes from Texas. I ain't gonna hold it up. I don't remember Holmes.
Yeah, you'll remember when you see her on the floor. Listen, she averaged 2 points per game and 2 rebounds. All right, that's all you need to know. That's all you need to know.
I'm about to see her.
So listen.
So I ain't passing judgment yet.
All right, so listen. If she gives us,
are we getting ready to watch Storm and Lynx, or are we getting ready to watch the Dallas game?
No, we're watching it. Let's watch the Dallas game. Let's watch.
Dallas Page dropped 35. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. All right, so you know what I'm saying? She gives us 3 points and she gives us over 2 rebounds. She's hit a career high. So we there. That's where we at. Because we can't seem to go find a 4 or a 3, a big wing or a mobile 4 or 5. They can score more than 3 points. We can't seem to find that. I don't know who in our scouting department, but we got an issue there.
Well, we're gonna find out. You in town. You don't leave town without finding out who's doing the scouting around there.
Oh man, I got some questions for the Aces, man, right now, man. I don't know who doing the scouting, but y'all need to go holler at your boy. Holler at your boy. I'm here.
Yeah, don't
holler at your boy.
Don't mess up the couple bag, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Holler at your boy. I'll do some scouting for you now. I'll be the GM for you. Holler at your boy. I can help you out now.
He's putting in his he throwing his name in the hat, putting his hat in the ring.
At least somebody gotta do it. At least I can put out some better product than what we got on the floor right now.
We come up with definitely a better plan. But Stabler, I don't know. She said she wasn't rushing back. Maybe next game. I'm not sure. Maybe the weekend. Y'all, we appreciate y'all pulling up and rocking with us, man. What a great day. Rob, we appreciate you, man. Salute for being boots on the ground in Vegas, man. We appreciate you coming back and giving us the post game the post game information. I mean, especially from the perspective of like being in the building, like that real fan experience, that virtual fan experience, man. Appreciate you.
Hey man, the fan experience is different, a different field, man. You can bring it from that standpoint. So hey, I appreciate y'all, man, for pulling up, rocking with us, supporting. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to the platform. Man, that's on to the next.
On to the next. Y'all know what it is. Until next time, y'all stay tuned. Talk soon. We in the Metro watching hoops. We out.